So hi. uh, yeah, so it's been quite a trying week because I've got trolled a bit on the internet. And also as well, on top of that, I think our Terf friends haven't actually left the area that I live and work basically because the other day I was coming home from work and I went to use the women's toilets at Cardiff Central station on platforms 1 and 2, and I went into the cubicle as usually just before my train came in and sat down, and then I looked up and there was one of these on the inside of the cubicle door, which is one of Posey Parker's adult human female stickers. So yeah, so I knew what it was. It's quite a vague sort of slogan basically, because adult human female, as far as I'm concerned, includes trans women like me. But basically I ripped the thing down and put it in the bin because that's where it belongs. So funny thing is, I posted a Facebook post about it, telling people that turfs had been stickering the area, and somebody also saw some in Roath, and I think there were also some at the Heath Hospital. Somebody had been stickering there. So yeah, and then I had a look on I just kind of like casually Googled transphobic stickers in the news section of Google, and on the same day somebody had stickered Oxford with transphobic stickers. So yeah, so obviously there is some kind of campaign going on, and lo and behold, I looked at Posey Parker's Facebook page and found this post of hers, sticker wars. So basically, she's encouraging people to put up stickers everywhere for her group standing for women. Now, yeah, so I know the police were wondering who'd actually put the stickers up, so nobody knows. It's probably just a local turf, but they, I mean, we all know it's not that difficult really to sort of track where they've actually come from and who's actually selling them, because Posey Parker is selling these stickers along with other kind of hateful merchandise such as t-shirts and sort of tops and sweatshirts and hoodies and things on her website for standing for women. Basically, yeah. So for anybody who doesn't know, I've got notes here because I keep on forgetting what I'm actually going to say, because I'm not very good. My memory's not very good. But yeah, basically they have all these stickers available on their website, and for anybody who doesn't know, Posey Parker is the pseudonym of somebody called Kelly J. Keane Minshall. I actually had to kind of check my notes to see to check that I'd said her name correctly, because it's a bit of a mouthful. And she is a notorious UK TERF who has set up this organisation called Standing for Women, although they don't stand for trans women, very obviously. And over the last few years, she's been afforded quite a bit of airtime on mainstream media. I wouldn't say a lot of airtime, but she's been on Sky News, where she had a now sort of infamous debate with trans ally Adrian Harrop, where, in my opinion, she made a complete fool of herself. and she's also been on Sky on ITV's This Morning with trans woman Holly Willoughby, where she kind of also expounded, expressed her extremist views about trans women. So yeah, and I mean, other things that she and her group have done have been to project their slogan, which is their main slogan is adult human female, which is the Oxford Dictionary definition of woman in you know, ostensibly, but what they're doing, few people know that what they're using it for is to actually sort of try and exclude women, try and exclude trans women. So yeah, she, I mean, one of the most notorious things that she's done, and this was earlier on this year, was to go to the to Washington DC at the invite of a right-wing evangelical, actually anti-feminist group called the Heritage Foundation. And while she was there, she invaded the workplace of Sarah McBride, who is a trans woman and a prominent trans activist in the United States. And she's actually oh, let's give it a full title. She's actually press secretary for the LGBTQ advocacy group Human Rights Campaign. And what Parker and another Terf did, whose name is Julia Long, she's a UK academic, they actually burst into her workplace and started to harangue her and berate her for basically, you know, being a trans woman and a prominent trans activist who has helped, you know, a lot of sort of trans people, and she's basically, they just misgendered her and they accused her of being complicit in sort of sort of anti-female activities, when actually what she's doing is just trying to help trans people and trans women as well. So they're just horrible people, and they yeah, I mean, like, these groups are actually really fanatical. They, I mean, the only the irony, what these stickers are meant to do is to make trans women like me and feel uncomfortable and unwelcome in public, using public facilities. Basically, that's why I rip them down, and other people are ripping them down and putting other stickers over them in support of trans rights. I think that the irony is that the only time that a child is likely to see a penis in a woman's toilet is when a TERF has drawn it on the wall or put a sticker of one on the wall, you know? So, I mean, these people are just kind of, they're the ones who are actually causing discord, and it's just so wrong, basically. And that is why and one thing I would like to mention is, as well, is when you're at, you know, if you actually tear the stickers down, please be very careful, because they've actually been reports of there being razor blades put behind these stickers, you know, so that when somebody tries to rip them off, they do themselves injury. Which again, you know, if a child sort of tried to rip any of these stickers off, they would end up cutting themselves. So that just kind of shows you really the mentality of these people. And yeah, so I mean, basically, they're never going to win because trans people are becoming more and more integrated into society now. Most people know somebody who's trans, and they can see that all this kind of propaganda is just ridiculous. So yeah, basically that's all I wanted to say, really. So take care, everyone, and please stay safe. And if anybody has actually seen any of these stickers around where they live, please let me know and leave, you know, tell me what you think about that in the comments, you know, because it's important that this situation is monitored, because this is making people feel uncomfortable and unwelcome when they're using the public facilities that they've paid for just like everybody else. And trans people pay the same taxes, we pay the same bus and train fares, and you know, why we're entitled to use the same facilities. It's, you know, I just think that although these people have a right to express their freedom of speech like all of us do, there's a, you know, difference between expressing your opinion and making somebody else feel uncomfortable or intimidated or bullying them, etc., as I pointed out in my last video. So yeah, so please stay safe, everyone, and if you see this transphobic abuse, please report it. So take care all, and probably chat to you all. Well, I don't chat really, do I? I just kind of like a monologue, but thank you for all the feedback, you know, even like the feedback which was critical, because I respect feedback which is critical and polite and civil, but what I don't like is when people come on here and just use the comment section as an excuse to abuse me and make ad hominem attacks, because basically, you know, they don't have any arguments. And so yeah, and I do reply to them sometimes, but I always, you know, if you treat me like that, then I'm just going to you know, come back at you with a sort of satirical retort or my best attempt at satire. You know, I'm not that good at presenting these videos. I'm pretty hopeless, actually. But yeah, I am trying. You know, I'm trying to make things that will interest people, but I actually think I'm failing really badly. But yeah. But anyway, I love you all, and I just hope there was something in my video that was thought-provoking. And I'm sorry that I was looking at my notes all the time, but I'm just crap at this. So, well, take care all, and look after yourself. Cheerio. That's how you do a blow a kiss. Cheerio.